Okay, so yep. All right, now we are starting now. Okay, so moving on to sheet two, we're going to be making a bar chart that's going to be ranking all of our customers by sales. So we're going to name our sheet two customer rank. And so the first thing we're going to do to create our bar chart is we're going to add sales to our columns, and then we're going to add customer name on the left hand over here into our row shelf. Perfect. So because we're interested in ranking our customers, we're going to want to sort them. And to do this, we're going to use our descending sort tool up at the top here. When I click this icon, it's going to sort now to have Sean Miller here up at the top. Right, he has the most total sales, and everyone below him, continually gets less and less. So great. Now what we want to do is we want to add our profit margin again to the color. Right, that way we get to see our profit margin insights based on our criteria that we have, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to add our red and black diverging like we did in sheet one. So if we add profit margin to the color marks card, as we see here, I'm going to click color, edit colors, and then we're going to find our red and black diverging. Excellent. We're going to go advanced, and it's going to start at the same place, which is negative 0.5. It's going to end at 0.5, and the center is going to be 0. We'll click OK. Excellent. And so now what we want to do is we have our customers sorted and shown in descending order based on sales, but we also want to provide a rank, right? So when our end user hovers over each observation, they get to see what rank they are. So to do that, we're going to add sales into our detail card. So let's find sales and let's add detail. So once we do this, we see as we hover over in our tooltip, we get to see our sales. However, to add our rank, we're going to add a table calculation. So to add a table calculation, we're going to make sure we go to our marks card, and where we find sales, we're going to right click, or you can bring down the drop down, and we're going to add table calculation. So in our calculation type, we have a couple to choose from. However, we're interested in using our rank calculation type. So let's click rank. And so now this is going to give each of our observations a rank, right? We can already see the preview going from 1 all the way down to the end. So we're going to accept all other defaults, and we'll exit out of our dialog box here. And that's great. So when we hover over in our tooltip now, we're going to see rank of sales along table. In this case, John Miller's 1. As we continue to go down, right, we get a reference. Maybe Amy Cox is 95th, right? We get to see that just by hovering over. Okay, perfect. So last thing I want to do is just add our labels for each bar. That way we get an instant look at some of our sales here. So if I click on the label card in the marks card section, I'm going to check off show mark labels. And once I've done that, now I can see each observation. But before we go on to the next sheet, let's do some number formatting, right? Because we see sales isn't in a currency format, right? Normally sales have a dollar sign and they act as currency. And profit margin we know is a percentage, but right now it's just being shown to us as a number, right? A decimal number. So let's do some formatting here. So if we go to our marks card, or actually let's go to our data pane on the left hand side, and let's go to our sales, and we're going to right click and we're going to go to default properties where we will find number format. Excellent. So let's go to currency custom and let's make it 0, and we are going to accept all other defaults and click OK. Excellent. So now we have our sales the way we want it, and now we just have to change the profit margin. So let's go to profit margin, the same way, default properties, number format. And instead of currency, we're going to go percentage, and all we want is just one decimal place. So I'll click OK, and when we hover over now, we get to see our profit margin and our sales shown to us in the format that we want for our dashboard. So excellent. Let's move on to our last sheet, which is going to be our customer overview.